So good evening. I don't want to hold anyone up, so we'll get started. First, I need to swear in all of the commissioners. So if you would raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America, the Constitution of the State of Michigan, and the Charter of the City of Pontiac, Michigan, and I will discharge the duties of Local Officer Compensation Commission of the City of Pontiac, Michigan, according to the best of my ability. Okay? So let me pass. First, let me say when you're speaking, if you would turn your mic on, there's a little person. If you just press. Officially. Officially call this meeting to order at 6:14. I'm sorry, let me introduce myself. I'm the city clerk, your city clerk, since you're all Pontiac residents. So I'm going to start with calling the roll. Gross.
Present.
Harston Span. Jackson.
Present.
Jones. Clockow. Loveland.
Present.
Turpin. Okay. You have a quorum present. Okay. Next on the agenda is a welcome and introductions. So if everyone would just simply introduce themselves, because this meeting is also being televised, so where the community can know in essence who you are. Guess we can start with Mr. Gross.
Ballard Gross, lifetime resident, City of Pontiac, retired Chief of Police, City of Pontiac.
Gloria Harston Span, also a lifetime person in Pontiac and retired, and a number of things in the community and boards I belong to.
Pastor Roger Jackson Emeritus, resident here in the city of Pontiac for 56 years. Also involved in quite a few activities. Thank you.
There we go.
Again, Michael Klocko. I've been a resident since 2007 in Seminole Hills. I'm a local attorney in the area.
I'm Susan Loveland. I've been a resident of the city of Pontiac for 20 years, also in Seminole Hills, also an attorney and former school board member.
My name is Carol Turpin. I've been a resident of Pontiac for 45 years. I am a retired school board member after 13 years, and I'm also active in other organizations in the community.
Sorry. Since there is a member that's not present, I would need someone to make a motion to excuse Commissioner Jones, and then someone to second that motion.
I motion.
Second.
I didn't catch the support. I think I heard like two voices. Oh, sorry. So there's a motion to excuse Commissioner Jones for personal reasons, moved by Commissioner Gross, supported by Commissioner Harston Span. Now going to call the roll. Gross,
Yes.
Harston Span,
Yes.
Jackson, Klockow, Loveland, Turpin.
Yes.
6 yeas, no nays. Are there any amendments to the agenda? Since there are no amendments to the agenda, I need a motion to approve the agenda. I was looking down, I'm sorry. Was that you, Commissioner Loveland? Okay. And then that was second by Commissioner Jackson. The roll call to approval of the agenda, Harston Span. Jackson. Klockow.
Yes.
Loveland.
Yes.
Turpin.
Yes.
Gross.
Yes.
6 yeas, no nays. The agenda is approved. We're now at agenda items. So attached to your agenda was the state law, which is from the Home Rule City Act, Act 279 of 1909, Section 117, 5C, and it says local officers compensation commission creation, purpose, appointment, qualifications, terms of members, vacancies, determination of salaries, expenses, meetings, quorum, concurrence of majority required, election of chairperson, compensation of members, conducting business at public meetings, notice of meeting, availability of certain writings to public, resolution, changing procedure, petition for referendum. So the Local Officers Compensation Committee is created, which shall determine the salaries of each local elected official. In the city of Pontiac, we have 8 elected officials, the mayor, and the 7 members of the city council. So the commission shall determine the salary of each local elected official. The determination shall be the salary unless the legislative body, which is referring to the city council, by resolution adopts by 2/3 of its members elected to and serving on the legislative body to reject it. The commission shall meet for not more than 15 sessions in each odd-numbered year and make its determination within 14 calendar days after its first meeting. So since your first meeting is today for the year 2023, October 23rd, you have to make a decision by December 7th, 2023. That will be 45 days. The commission shall elect a chairperson from among its members, and that pretty much summarizes the law and the purpose of this commission. I shall note for the public, there is no compensation for this commission. Are there any questions? So now you need to select a chairperson from amongst yourselves. Anyone can make a motion to nominate someone to serve as the chairperson, and then that motion would need to be a second, and then we would need to vote on that motion. So the purpose of the chairperson would be to convene the meeting and oversee, in essence, the meeting.
I nominate Carol Turpin.
Okay. Are there any other nominations or, okay, proceed to, I'll call the roll. So this is to nominate Commissioner Turpin to serve as the chairperson of the commission. Jackson? Clockow?
Yes.
Loveland?
Yes.
Turpin?
Yes.
Gross?
Yes.
Harston Span? Okay, 6 yeas, no nays. So, Commissioner Turpin, you can assume the chair of the meeting.
Thank you all for your vote of confidence. I appreciate that. So at this point, we're still on the agenda items, and we are now at item number 3, commission timeframe.
And through the chair, had kind of already spoke about that. You have 45 days in which to complete your work. You can take up to 45 days. If you want to finish before then, you can, but you have no more than 45 days, which would be December 7th, 2023.
Are there any questions from anyone? No? So we can move over to the next item. Number 4 is next meeting date.
So through the chair, I believe when my staff was talking to you, I believe one commissioner said they could not meet during the day. I don't remember who that was. Was that true? Is that someone?
I know meetings during the day would be difficult
Okay.
for me.
For me also.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's okay with everyone, I think around 6 o'clock would be a good time for everybody. How does that work?
I
Since
agree.
we do have people who work during the day.
It sounds good.
Sounds good. So do we need to vote on that, or is that consensus? 6 o'clock in the evening?
As regards to this, chambers, as you're aware, the city council meets on Tuesdays, so the chamber is not available on Tuesdays. It's not available some Wednesdays because the planning commission meets on Wednesdays. The charter commission meets the second and fourth Thursday of the month. So I just want to, as you determine what your,
So
the
I
date
think
of your next
maybe
meeting.
I'll get all those dates that we cannot meet and send out an email, and we'll do a consensus to see which day is most convenient for everybody. How does that sound? It seems like we already have some dates set in stone, correct?
Well, no, it's just that the commission has to complete its work by December 7th. So
Yeah.
if you are able to determine your next
Okay, that's fine.
meeting date today would
Okay.
actually be,
Okay,
better
we can do
site.
that.
Yeah.
We can do that. So
Are
that's
all
what-
Mondays filled? Today seemed like a good time that we were able to meet here today.
Good for me.
Good for me.
Okay, so we're gonna try to stay on a Monday? Is that the consensus? Okay. If it's available.
yes, Mondays are available.
6 o'clock?
Madam Chair, may I ask a question on if you're going to go, I've only got, next Monday, on the first Monday in November, I've got a meeting at 6, but Mondays are good so far for me.
Okay, November the 1st, you can't make it? Okay.
I do have a question of the clerk.
Mm-hmm.
Who is going to be making recommendations for us, or is there going to be some sort of report that's going to come out? I don't want to schedule another meeting before we know if we have an idea of what the recommendation is.
So through the chair, it's actually this commission's responsibility to make a recommendation as relates to raises. If you're looking for a report, you would have to ask me, I guess, to prepare a report or something. I can inform the commission that currently the mayor's salary is $113,000. And the mayor, as you know, is a full-time mayor, full-time position. The city council is a part-time position, and council members' annual salary is $16,500.
Is it possible, is it possible to get sort of historical perspective on what the salaries have been over time? Because I don't know, you said 16,000, but what was it before? Just to kind of see whether we're, being competitive or we're being fair and what does it look like? What was it the year before? Maybe a three-year breakdown of what the salaries were.
And
last
maybe
3 years.
a comparison
Right.
to similar cities the size of Pontiac.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also compensation package, do they get health insurance? Just what is included in their compensation?
Are we also just talking about these particular individuals, 8 people? And that's
That's all.
it? Okay, I want to make sure.
Now, Mr. Clerk, would you be able to prepare those packets for us, or should we assign those tasks to somebody on the board to gather that information?
The clerk's office can gather that information for you.
Thank you.
So salaries over time, I believe the commission has not met, I want to say, since either 2017 or 2019, but I'll double check for sure. I know it did not meet in 21. And we can look at similar cities as well, and as relates to overall compensation package too. The city council just simply gets the $16,500. The mayor actually isn't entitled, to benefits, just like a regular city employee, because the mayor's position is a full-time position, but council is not. It's just part-time. But I can put that in the report as well.
And now, based on that, I think we should find out how long that's going to take the clerk's office to prepare that packet for us. And based on that, we can schedule our next meeting if that seems appropriate.
So I am trying to calendar 20.
I would also request the names and emails and telephone numbers of all the commission members, so we can have a directory. We can communicate with each other on emails.
So I can forward you everyone's email. Yes. Yes, we have the phone number because, yeah, Mr. Starks in my office, contacted each one of you. So today's 23rd.
I have a question. These are open meetings, correct?
Yes.
So when do we post these meetings? How far in advance do we need to post them?
So, for the Open Meetings Act, it would have to be 18 hours before, a meeting. But if you know where you're going to schedule your meetings, we can post those all in essence at, one time. But if not, it would have to be 18 hours before the meeting. So if you would give us, 2 weeks to prepare the a report,
So we would probably like to meet before Thanksgiving? What you think?
so then
agree.
that would be, November 6th or, November, 13th. That's
The sooner the better, November 6th. And we should be able to study everything and look at it.
So, okay, November 6th.
I'd like to make a motion that we schedule our next meeting for November 6th, Monday, November 6th at 6 PM in our current location in the city council.
Second.
Are there any questions to the motion? May we have roll call, please? Oh, do we have our own secretary?
the,
Minutes?
the clerk's office. I'm
Okay.
keeping a,
Okay.
yeah, and I'll prepare the,
So we have a motion on the floor that we will have our next meeting on November the 6th at 6 o'clock in this building, in this office. Roll call.
clock out.
I'm in favor of that,
So, yes.
yes.
Loveland,
Yes.
Turpin,
Yes.
Gross,
Yes.
Harston Span, Jackson. 6 yeas, no nays.
So the next item on the agenda is public comments with the 3-minute time limit. I don't see any public members here today, so we will move on to adjournment. May we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions to the motion? Hearing none, roll call.
Clock out. To adjourn. Motion to adjourn.
Oh, yes.
Loveland,
Yes.
Turpin,
Yes.
Gross,
Yes.
Harston Span,
Yes.
Jackson. 6 yeas, no nays. Meeting is adjourned at 6:35.